Stephen A. Smith here, giving you guys the 2026 divisional recap. Before we get started, we'll let the recap thing play, and then we'll get started.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. Let's start in SoFi Stadium. The Chargers at home to take on the New England Patriots. And oh, it's the former Charger, Hunter Henry. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. 44 yards, and you can rack it up. It's a touchdown. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they host the Baltimore Ravens. And it's Josh Downs. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Colts are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And this is Luther Burden. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. It's a 66-yard catch and run to the house. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
All right. Okay, I just want to make sure that we have everything working as far as mic view playoff bracket. We're going to do the divisional recap. Some very interesting games took place this divisional round. The undefeated Chargers went down. Wow, I'm very surprised about that. So let's start with the NFC side. The Bears beat the 49ers 43-38. I did interview the Niners after the game. Just waited too many turnovers. So let's take a listen to hear what he had to say after the loss.
Yeah, Stephen A. Thanks for having me. Yeah, great playoff one, man. Excited to make it to the next round. A tough matchup against the number 1 seed.
All right, so this is actually old. He finally got it to me. So this was actually when he played against the Seahawks. But as you guys can see, he did end up losing to the Bears. So this is when he played the Seahawks.
Yeah, Stephen A. Thanks for having me. Yeah, great playoff one, man. Excited to make it to the next round. A tough matchup against the number 1 seed, Chicago Bears, OJ. So I know I got to bring my A game to try to make it to the conference championship. Yeah, but it was a good win over the Seahawks, man. We've had some great games this season, in the regular season, so I know the playoff game, the wild card round, is going to be a doozy. And it was. He came out swinging. He got a big six to start the game, put me in the hole. And he scored the next 2 drives, touchdowns. So I was wondering where my defense was at. But we held strong and we kept it together. The offense played pretty well, led by Brock after he settled in. Jordan James ran pretty hard, gave us a punch off of the bench. Red Warner led defense. The guys were out there, man. They were fighting hard and just attacking. But overall, a good win. I'm happy to be in the next round. Let's see how far we can take this thing. Bang, bang.
Appreciate you, Bandito, for actually getting the interview out to me. what it was, he was a little late because he had some things going on. He did acknowledge those things early, but he still decided to send the interview question to me. So to keep, I guess to stay in good. I definitely appreciate that. He wasn't going to be ineligible, but he still made it happen, man. I definitely appreciate that effort. All right, so we got Gooses. We back on time now. He lost to the Colts, 42-28. So let's take a listen to hear what he had to say.
Yeah, that was a rough way to go out. I fell down 21-0 early in the first quarter, so it was pretty much I abandoned the run game once again and just tried to come back. I think I got it down to 14 twice, but then I just couldn't stop him. His offense is really good. He mixes it up with the run and the pass. I thought I did a good job keeping Jonathan Taylor in check, but the RPO game really just killed me. Those were open all game, and every time I adjusted for those, then it was something else was open. So his offense was just too much for me to handle. Yeah, he's a really good user on defense as well. So some of those picks were bad reads. Nothing Madden animation related really. It was just I pretty much threw it right to him most of the time. So those are on me. Next year is going to be another tough haul, trying to get out of that division again. So I think Bengals, Miami Killers coming back. So that should be another interesting team in the division if he's able to play all season. So just see what happens in free agency. I don't have a lot of money, so we're going to have to probably maybe make some cuts or see what happens with the draft. So, all right, thanks.
Appreciate you right there, Goose. He spoke about abandon the run game. He only rushed the ball 4 times in the total game. Um, sometimes it be like that. I know a lot of people been on my case. I've never, I don't think, ran the ball only 4 times. But when you're down so big, I mean, against somebody like the Colts, running the ball is the last thought in your mind. So me personally, I don't see anything wrong with that simply because, as he said before, he got down 21-0 in the first half. And I mean, against the Colts, I mean, if you run the ball, you wasting time to get back into the game. He did lose the time of possession, speaking of time as well, because he just was behind for the most part of the game. So 40-1 as far as turnover battle, way too many turnovers. You just can't get anything going like that. And he also lost, though. That although I don't see anything wrong with the running, as far as deciding who win the game, that tells you why he lost, though, because he got outrushed 143-0. That's complete domination. All right, where you at, Absolution?
Hey, Stephen A. It was a great win versus the Ravens tonight. We played him week 1 this year, and in week 1, we noticed that he liked to throw the ball a lot. He had 8 rushes, I should say, in week 1. This week, he have that number to 4. So we knew we were in for a pass-happy offense. We just had to try to find a way to slow it down. First half, we played suffocating defense, jumped out to a huge lead with a couple of interceptions. Second half, we played a lot more conservatively, just trying to drain the clock, make him waste as much time as possible. We played good defense overall. The numbers will say a lot. In the second half, he made a lot of contested catches, like getting hit-sticked in midair. Sometimes great players just make great plays. You just have to be able to adjust and adapt to it. So I got my drive in the late third quarter, and I drained the clock all the way to about 5 minutes left in the fourth. So I just made it so he didn't have enough time to complete the comeback, staying up 2 or 3 scores the entire time. Now we look forward to the AFC title game. We're going to play either the Patriots or the Chargers. I've never played the Patriots user before, so that would be an interesting first-time game. while the Chargers and I have played multiple times, and we always have a close one. So either way, I'm going to have to be on my best if I want to move on to the Super Bowl and try to defend my title. I look forward to seeing who wins that game.
Yeah, I think it's going to definitely be a very, very good football game. Although I did not interview the Chargers, but I am going to interview them simply because they was undefeated all year. And to lose in the first round of the division round as the number one seed is the biggest upset, I would say, of the GFSSL cycle. So I definitely will be reaching out to him. Um, Lastly, we had the Saints and the Giants. Been telling everybody, watch the Saints. Saints won again. They also won in a turnover battle, 0-4. Jalen Hurts, 1 TD, no interceptions. Didn't run the ball as well. The receiving game was okay, but you have to give credit to the defense. They was able to come up with 4 interceptions on the defense side of the ball, and that is why they won the game. So now we have the Colts and the Patriots, Bears and the Saints. I'm going to go Colts versus the Bears, like I've been saying every video, and we will see if that happens. I do know the Saints is going to be a good battle. I just feel like it's the year for OJ. Reminds me a lot of Coopy's season with Penn State in the college football, the Cinderella story. I just feel like I know it's not a Cinderella story for OJ, considering he's the 1 seed. I just still feel like nobody really talk about OJ a lot this cycle, and I think that he's just winning games, and so this is a great test. He got a very good Saints football team, 1 and 2 as far as the seed, 1 and 2 seeds battling it out to get to the Super Bowl. And then on the other side, I didn't expect it to be like this. I was going Chargers and the Colts, but we have the Colts and the Patriots. And I'm going to go Colts simply off of just experience. But, I mean, if the Patriots beat the Chargers, we could be looking at a Cinderella story for them for sure. Because I wouldn't have picked a 6 seed to beat the Jets and then turn around and beat the Chargers. That alone right there gives me a remembrance of what Penn State Coopy did as far as college. So I wouldn't be surprised if he turned around and beat the Colts and then win the Super Bowl. So we've been seeing a lot of good football around the football community. So we will see what happens. As I said before, I am going to get in touch with the Chargers. That is for sure. Peace.